Something flickered in his eyes, then was gone. Very deliberately, he set down his rag. He pulled a cigarette from a pack, flicked on a lighter, then slowly blew out a haze of smoke.
Do you really expect me to believe that little fantasy?
She'd hoped for surprise, even amazement. She'd gotten boredom. It's true. She used to meet him on the cliffs near the towers. He gave her a thin smile that was very close to a sneer.
Saw them, did you? Oh, I've heard about the ghost, too.
He drew in more smoke, lazily released it.
The melancholy spirit of Bianca Calhoun, drifting through her summer home. You Calhouns are just full of stories.
Her eyes darkened, but her voice remained very controlled. Bianca Calhoun and Christian Bradford were in love. The summer she died, they met often on the cliffs just below the towers. That touched a chord, but he only shrugged.
So what?
So there's a connection. My family can't afford to overlook any connection, particularly one so vital as this one. It's very possible she told him where she put the emeralds.
I don't see what a flirtation, an unsubstantiated flirtation between two people some 80 years ago has to do with emeralds.
If you could get past this prejudice you seem to have toward my family, we might be able to figure it out.
Not interested in either part.
He flipped open the top of a small cooler.
Want a beer?
No.
Well, I'm fresh out of champagne.
Watching her, he twisted off the top, tossed it toward a plastic bucket, then drank deeply.
You know, if you think about it, you'd see it's a little tough to swallow. The lady of the manor, well-bred, well-off, and the struggling artist. Doesn't play, babe. You'd be better off dropping the whole thing and concentrating on planting your flowers. Isn't that what you're doing these days?
He could make her angry, she thought, but he wasn't going to shake her from her purpose. My sisters' lives were threatened. My home has been broken into. Idiots are sneaking around in my garden and digging up my rose bushes. She stood, tall and slim and furious. I have no intention of dropping the whole thing.
Your business.
He flicked the cigarette away before jumping effortlessly onto the pier. It shook and swayed beneath them. He was taller than she remembered, and she had to angle her chin to keep her eyes level.
Just don't expect to suck me into it.
All right, then. I'll just stop wasting my time and yours. He waited until she'd stepped off the pier.
Suzanna.
He liked the way it sounded when he said it. Soft and feminine and old-fashioned.
You ever learn to drive?
Eyes stormy, she took a step back toward him. Is that what this is all about? She demanded. You're still steaming because you fell off that stupid motorcycle and bruised your inflated male ego.
That wasn't the only thing that got bruised, or scraped, or lacerated.
He remembered the way she'd looked. God, she couldn't have been more than 16. Rushing out of her car, her hair windblown, her face pale, her eyes dark and drenched with concern and fear. And he'd been sprawled on the side of the road, his 20-year-old pride as raw as the skin the asphalt had abraded. I don't believe it, she was saying. You're still mad, after what, 12 years? For something that was clearly your own fault.
My fault?
He tipped the bottle toward her.
You're the one who ran into me.
I never ran into you or anyone. You fell.
If I hadn't ditched the bike, you would have run into me. You weren't looking where you were going.
I had the right of way, and you were going entirely too fast.
Bull.
He was starting to enjoy himself.
You were checking that pretty face of yours in the rearview mirror.
I certainly was not. I never took my eyes off the road.
If you'd had your eyes on the road, you wouldn't have run into me.
I didn't. She broke off, swore under her breath. I'm not going to stand here and argue with you about something that happened.